Alright guys, welcome to Packology Outdoors. We're going to be going through my day pack today. Just a quick little breakdown of what I keep in here. This kind of doubles as a get home bag / extended day pack. So we'll do a quick little gear breakdown and talk a little bit about the pack, why I love this pack so much. It is one of my all-time favorites. So let's get into it. This is the Mystery Ranch Scree 32 liter pack. They have basically discontinued this model. You can still find it on Amazon and some other places, but on their website now, this particular model is no longer being sold. The top of the pack here has two zippers, just kind of in the brain. We'll talk about those in a sec. The main feature that sets this pack apart is this 3-zip design that you can fillet the pack open and get down to the bottom without having to reach in up to your armpits for things. So getting into it, let's just start at the top here. The main pocket here is snack pockets. We got granola bars, Cliff bars, compass and a whistle, and some electrolyte drink mix. I just keep this top pocket pretty well stocked with trail goodies, and then my compass for quick access. The smaller pocket up here is items that I want to be able to find without having to hunt anywhere else for them. So there's really only two things that live up here. This one is my headlamp. This is just a little Amazon headlamp, but it works pretty good. Has red and white. And it lives in there. And extra magazine for you know what. Getting into the main body of the pack, you can break this down. I keep just a Gore-Tex rain shell and a little bit of a warmer layer fleece pullover for when things get chilly. I do a lot with these two layers to stay dry and warm. Keep a pair of gaiters to keep snow and whatever else out of your boots and socks. We're in the winter season right now, so we got warm gloves and a beanie hat. Then kind of into the meat and potatoes of it. A lot of these kind of layer items will change seasonally. I generally take the beanie hat out and stuff in the summertime. But then we have a first aid kit. This is fairly robust. It's got trauma gear inside, and as well as like boo-boo kit items. I might do a more in-depth video on first aid trauma kits later. I'm not gonna get super into the weeds with it here. So there's that. I keep a survival blanket, emergency blanket. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's one of the more heavy duty ones. It's like a tarp material, but it does have the reflective coating. And then I've just got little paracord loops through the eyelets there to make setup a little easier, staking it down easier. Another seasonal item is a butt pad. Closed cell foam, keeps me from sitting in the snow, kneeling in the snow, getting my knees all wet while I'm trying to start fires or whatever else. Then, let's see. This is my fire kit. In here, got just a standard Bic lighter, a ferro rod, and then stormproof matches, a couple of glow stick lights, And then back in here, I've got a few different tinders. These ones I made just with Gulf wax and lighter fluid and some cotton rounds. Those work really, really well. Take a spark really easy from the ferro rod. They'll light wet, and they are not greasy like the Vaseline cotton balls. They store really nicely. So I like to use those. And then this last is kind of my shelter kit. In here I've got a pair of extra socks, keep them dry, and then paracord guidelines for the tarp, a Mylar survival sleeping bag, a black trash bag, some zip ties just for general gear repair or whatever needs to happen. And then comfort items. I've got some bug spray, some chapstick, a couple of hand warmers, some wet wipes. Nothing too fancy, but little nice to haves in there. Put that together later. So kind of getting down to the bottom, I've got just a Hank paracord, some Ace Wrap, because sprained ankles happen. This I just kind of leave down here at the bottom. It makes a nice foundation for everything else, but it's a foldable splint. It weighs basically nothing and is one of those things that just helps with splinting, improvisation stuff. You can improvise splints out of tree limbs and ski poles and whatever else, but this is padded. It's going to be a lot more comfortable if I had to help splint somebody. So keep that in there, as well as a pair of work gloves, just leather palmed, super basic Harbor Freight work gloves. A foldable saw. This is super nice for processing wood, helping to build shelters. Way more energy efficient than trying to use a axe or a hatchet, and much more convenient than the little Leatherman saw. This saw does works pretty dang good for the size it is, but obviously this is going to get the job done a lot faster. Last couple of items in here are a neck buff. Again, just kind of an insulation layer / keep the sun off you, and then a water filter. This is the Sawyer Mini filter. Comes with a bag to put the dirty water in, and then you can squeeze it through the filter. You can also screw the filter directly to a standard 20-ounce plastic water bottle and drink straight from the bottle. So nice to have a couple of options for procuring fresh water. And last but not least is a couple of electronics. So in here I have a Garmin GPS unit. Generally when I'm out hiking or just playing around in the woods, I just use my phone. I like the Gaia GPS app. It has downloadable maps. You can use it without internet. The topo layers are really nice, very handy, so I like to use that. But in case my phone is dead or something else happens, I have this that is pre-programmed with waypoints that I might need. And then I also have a solar battery bank, can charge my phone. I've got the cords for it here, and then 2 sets of spare batteries that need changed out for my GPS unit. And that's about it for the pack. I can do a more in-depth video on the first aid kit, and I might go through kind of what I keep in my pockets that I just like to have to be prepared even if I don't have all this gear on me, but we'll go into that later. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later for more.